What are the most critical factor for launching a successful mobile game?
I'm the data guy. I go and I understand the market quite well. I think getting rid of 30% tax to something smaller, I think that would benefit a lot of studios. Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I'm a very avid dancer. I've danced all my life, different kind of dances, including ballet, street dance.
You can't stop. That's a very addictive thing. Hello everyone and welcome to the new episode of GameBiz Heroes. Today's guest is truly exceptional. He is a familiar face at major gaming events and active voice in the industry. He's helped studios scale, build top-performing teams, and always brings a fresh, player-first perspective. Please welcome Jukka.
My name is Jukka Hilvonen, UA professional. I've been in the mobile gaming industry for the past 15 years. I started by co-founding my own games company back in 2011, and since then I've been in multiple different roles in product leadership and in the marketing.
And what originally inspired you to start a career in gaming?
Well, I was a teacher in the local university back in 2011 and 10, and during that time, I was basically coaching our students who had to basically run their own company and collect the study points through doing like a customer project. And then I had a bunch of students who wanted to start a gaming company, and they invited me to join as their CEO. And at the same time, by lucky chance, due to some regular changes forced by the Finnish government, they closed down the IT education in my hometown, and I was basically out of job from the university. So it was a perfect time to go into the gaming industry.
Wow, amazing. What a story. Look how
Yes.
everything went. Everything is fine now. That's the main part.
Yes.
So from your experience, what are the most critical factor for launching a successful mobile game in today's market?
Well, I think especially during these times after SKAD network introduction and a lot of other challenges on the attribution side, I think the key thing is the marketability, understanding what kind of game mechanics and how to package the game in a way that it's like a highly marketable. I think that plays a crucial role in terms of like, do you ever get the investments back when you start running UA? And I think that of course the game needs to be really good, and like of course that's the main thing. But in addition to the actual game, like you have to think about the markets and marketing.
And how do you balance the data-driven decision-making with creative risk-taking when it comes to growth strategies or user acquisition?
So basically, I think these two points of views work very well in tandem. Like how I typically work with my clients and with the past companies is that like I'm the data guy. I go and I understand the market quite well, and I help the game teams to basically laying out the principles, what's happening in market, where we should focus on when we are making new games, and then basically after that I'll do the workshops where the actual game teams then can use their creativity when combining this data with their creativity. I think that's the perfect sweet spot for creating new games.
And what trends or shifts in free-to-play mobile marketing do you think studios can't ignore at the moment?
Well, one thing for sure, this might be a bit genre dependent, but the D2C is a big thing, especially after the Epic versus Apple court ruling in US that unlocked a lot of growth, and now we can already see like the bigger studios are, most of them are already going forward, and well, some of them are already very well advanced, but I think this is coming more and more opened up. There's a lot of different legislation processes going on all around the world that are basically trying to open up the floodgates for D2C. And I think like getting rid of 30% tax to something
Mm-hmm.
smaller, I think that would benefit a lot of studios.
Mm-hmm. And also, you've known for building high performance teams. So, what's your secrets or best practices to fostering collaboration, innovation, and motivation, especially if we're talking about hybrid or remote teams?
Well, I think as a leader, like your main job is to create the environment where people can flourish. And of course, there's a lot of different things that go into that. One of them is very clear feedback and
Mm-hmm.
expectations, and giving praise when even there like a there's a small little things that the teams and team members do, like remember to give praise, because like that, especially in the Finnish culture, that's not typically how we work. So I think that's what one thing that I've been trying to emphasize. And then of course giving freedom and responsibility
Mm-hmm.
for the team members to try out new things, try out their ideas in a controlled fashion. I think that plays a lot of role, a lot of uh, plays a big impact on the motivation of the people.
Mm-hmm. And what do you personally prefer to work on site, have a hybrid mode, or fully remotely?
Um, well, I think it's like a mixed like a hybrid mode. I
Mm-hmm.
think like a meeting face to face is still important. That's where the
Yeah.
biggest things happen, and in the collaboration is much smoother when you actually are dealing with the people in the same physical location. And of course, like the uh, like side activities or other things which are not directly related to work, like going to some retreat
Team
with the team,
buildings.
yeah,
Yeah.
team building, that those are very important. But of course, like then when there's time to be efficient, then like remote work as well. But I think it's like a
Mm-hmm.
hybrid mode might be the best.
Interesting. I think the majority of people now will choose hybrid,
Yeah.
right? Because I asked these questions for main time and everyone's saying, yeah, we still love to have these personal conversations, team buildings, and just to see, to have a coffee with our colleagues. But it
Yes.
would be nice to work remotely, let's say 3 days a week from
Yes.
home.
Exactly.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm on it also. Okay, let's move on to the AI topic, because how we can skip it. So I'm curious, how has AI impacted your approach to game marketing, user acquisition, product management? And are there any specific tools or experiences that you particularly excited about regarding AI?
Yes, it has helped a lot. Personally, like as I am not like a creative, I don't create videos or
Mm-hmm.
visual assets. I work on the data side more. One thing which has helped a lot is like this analytics tools that basically get the raw data from the networks
Mm-hmm.
and analyze which elements in the creatives work the best, because when there's a lot of videos, a lot of assets, like it might take a long time for the human to analyze each aspect of very complex data structure. But AI is much better equipped to basically pinpoint the common elements, for example, for the most performing creative. So that's definitely one thing that has helped a lot. And then of course, like with the copy text and those kind of things, AI tools can help to a certain extent. Unfortunately, they are not. They seem to have like a very um, uh, particular way of creating the copy text. So of course, like there
Mm-hmm.
still needs to be human involved. But
Yeah.
I think those are the two main points from
Mm-hmm.
me.
And maybe did you have any negative experience using some AI tools or implementing it to work, and then you decided, no, only humans will do that task, for example?
Um, Still, I think I haven't seen like or haven't been able to get access to the latest video models, but I think the video creation is still something that I think humans do much better, especially like
Mm-hmm.
experienced marketing artists. They just have the understanding and the taste what kind of videos work the best. But
Yeah.
maybe I would assume that when the time goes on, like these tools are becoming very good as well. So
Let's hope.
yeah.
Let's hope. Of course, yeah, yeah. And what's maybe a part of the AI topic? Maybe what's were the biggest challenges that you faced in your career? If you can share them, and how did you overcome it?
Do you mean related to AI?
Not related to AI, just in general.
Uh, I think, like for me personally, is the communication of very complex topics on the marketing side, and like there's a lot of different metrics, a lot of changes happening, how to communicate
Mm-hmm.
those changes and results in the most efficient way, so that everyone who is not like understanding all the acronyms and
Yeah.
metrics like really understands and understands also like what to do next. I think that has been the most challenging but also most impactful thing in my career.
So, Yuka, looking ahead, what advice would you give to aspiring leaders and marketers who wants to make the mark in the gaming industry?
I think the first thing is that like it takes time to develop as a professional and especially as a leader. I've had myself a lot of like I wouldn't say mistakes, but something that I could have done better when I was younger and earlier in my career. So I think like understanding that like it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. When you want to like really stand the test of time and keep developing yourself. But I think like in the end, when you strive to be 1% better every day, like the compounding effect of those actions will actually then materialize in the longer term. So I think that's the first one. The second one is like stay humble, stay curious. Like even though you might be the best marketer or game maker in the world, there's still it's so dynamic and so competitive market. Like the best way to keep learning and keep being developing yourself is to stay humble and also stay curious.
Amazing. Oh my God. What's an amazing way to go to another section of my questions. So now I'm really curious to ask you some things not related to work, right? So, Yuka,
Yes.
what's your favorite game of all time? The game that you can play in like any days, several times, get back to it, or maybe you're waiting for some exciting releases.
Well, I've liked a lot of games from Finnish game developer Remedy, and
Mm-hmm.
well, this is an old game, and I haven't been playing that for a long time due to the lack of time and lack of equipment. But Max Payne, the number one, is still the
Mm-hmm.
best game that I've ever played, and it
Amazing.
brings me back to the childhood memories.
Ah, amazing. And what's your guilty pleasure outside of work?
Guilty pleasure, Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh, yes, I understand you. Yes. What's your favorite flavor?
Chocolate fudge brownie, or how was it? Chocolate brownie fudge, something like that.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
chocolatey version.
Oh, yes, yes. That's amazing. Oh, well, now I can't think anything about the Ben and Jerry's because yesterday I opened the new box, how it's called, with the cookie dough flavor. That's
Ah,
one
yes,
of my favorites. You if you open it and you start eating it, you can't stop. Like
yes.
that's a very addictive thing. All right. So what's maybe one surprising fact about yourself that most people don't know?
I'm a very avid dancer. I've danced all my life, different kind of dances, including ballet,
Wow.
street dance. My latest thing is Latin dances, Cuban salsa and bachata.
Very interesting. Oh my God, very interesting. What's your favorite travel destination?
Well, I have two very different ones. The one that I like to go usually during the September October time is go to the north of Finland or to northern Norway.
Mm-hmm.
1 week or 2 weeks alone in the middle of the forest in a cold, well, not cold, but cool weather. That's the best thing. No people around. I need to have like a myself time in the nature at least once per year. Then on the other hand, Bangkok in Thailand, complete opposite, like 80 million people, a lot of activities, a lot of adventures. But I think I like both of them.
And what's the best time to go to Bangkok or Thailand?
I think it's during January, February time. That's the best time.
All right.
Least amount of rain.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And now, what's your favorite conference? I'm curious.
Well, maybe I'm biased, but Pocket Gamer Connects Helsinki, which is actually happening, it's coming soon. So
yes, yeah, I thought that's maybe that would be your answer, but yeah, it is, of course. But it's nice. Like I love PGC Helsinki. That's business wise, and also during the side events, regarding the side events, and the weather is not that bad that in November during slush, so everything is nice.
Usually it's quite nice weather and not too hot and not too cold, so I think it's perfect time to be in Helsinki.
And what's the next conference for you? Maybe you will go somewhere before the PGC Helsinki.
Actually, the PGC Helsinki might be the next conference. I'm currently like full in the work mode, so I don't have time or motivation to travel anywhere at the moment. But I think the PGC Helsinki is the next one.
Amazing. So we will give shout out to the Pocket Gamer Connect team because yes, they have amazing events. I know that they will have event in China, then at Helsinki, then they're planning something else. So let's follow them. And I am planning to be at PGC Helsinki, so probably we'll see each other. And also I want to tell the interesting story. The last year I stayed at a hotel near the venue, and that hotel was like a cross. So it was an old prison.
Right. Yes.
With a long Finnish name. I can't remember it right now. But it was so nice. It was so interesting because they have cells inside, like with, some things written on the wall.
Yes, all writings by the inmates.
Made from the concrete and the pictures. So it was really interesting. And I didn't know it, but I booked just the nearest hotel near the venue. And then when I went to the booking before my trip, I was like, what's a strange way to build a building? Why it's like a cross?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, let's read the description. And okay. So I actually booked it and then realized, but it was nice. It was fun. So I would recommend to everyone who's going to PGC Helsinki, if they're not from Finland, not from Helsinki or Espoo, to book that hotel because the experience was nice. You can have like quests and fun there. Yeah.
And there is also a nice restaurant where you can have a lunch during the conference.
Yeah. So. Yes, that's true. That's true. Amazing. So thank you so much, Jukka, for your time. Was lovely seeing you. We will plan to have a lunch in Helsinki.
Yes.
In the prison. that sounds very fun.
Yes.
Right. But thank you so much for all the insights. I wish you to have a good vacation because it's still summertime.
Yes.
We need to have some vacation time also. And we'll see you in October in Helsinki with a fully work mode.
Yes. Thank you, Melanya.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
I enjoyed it a lot. Bye-bye.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Game with Heroes. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe, drop your feedback in the comments and share it with your friends. And stay tuned, more inspiring stories and practical insights are on the way. So thanks for joining and see you next time on Game with Heroes.